こんにちは。こんにちは、サープ。カスタムさん。あ、間違えた。間違えた。これだ。よいしょ。Hi guys, I've been teaching Japanese language for 9 years. If you have any questions about Japanese language or culture, feel free to ask me. ジェシムさん、こんにちは。こんにちは。できた。よし。ブラックスクリーン、あ、イーサーさん、こんにちは。ちょっと待って。Can you guys see my screen? Okay. Hi guys, I've been teaching Japanese language for 9 years. If you have any questions about Japanese language or culture, feel free to ask me. この見えるかな？くまるさん、こんにちは。What is Japanese slang? Japanese slang? やばいとかそういうこと？スラングなんだろうね。You know, I'm not so young. I don't think I'm a good teacher in teaching slang. Japanese new words. 20 years, I'm 20 years. I was born in 1994. I was born 31 years. I was born over 30 years ago. And I'm 20. Yes. You're right. スラングなんだろうな。スラングか。スラング。スラング何？ウェイドさん、こんにちは。あ、ちょっと待って。I forgot to share my screen. I mean, comments on HelloTalk. 違う。これ。I wanna show your comments on HelloTalk. あれ？ Why isn't it work correctly? なんで？あ、こうか。あ、どうした？あ、なにこれ？あ、こうだ。ちょっと待って。こうかな？My screen stops again and again. I'm sorry. スラングね。スラングね。スラング。Let's ask that the greatest teacher, ChatGPT. 日本語のスラングを教えて。 The first one. やばい。I know you guys know やばい。Or does anyone want me to explain when to use やばい？やばい。マジで。えぐい。それ、草。あ、草。あー。やばい。Like extremely, it can be amazing and it can be awful, terrible. Like it's delicious, やばい。It's so cute, やばい。It's so beautiful, やばい。It's scary, やばい。It's disgusting, やばい。Everything is やばい。沼神お前の先生やばい。what does it mean? If you say like your teacher is やばい, it could be a great teacher and also like terrible, disgusting teacher. はい、よみさん、こんにちは。Thank you so much for following me. Hi guys, I've been teaching Japanese language for nearly 10 years. So if you guys have any questions about Japanese language or culture, feel free to ask me. Now I'm confused. About which one? やばい？やばい。やばい。It's an adjective. ん？今日の調子はどうですか？今日の調子、とても元気。やばいとなんだろうと。Oh, please let me know if my screen stops working on HelloTalk. I recently went to boat and I was wondering how it works in Japan. Okay. Let's talk about that later. Maybe talk about like otaku culture, not only anime, manga, but also like idols. What else? Like VTuber. We say like Numa. Numaru. 何これ？沼る。メロイ？ But you know, I'm not really sure if younger people still using them. I'm not really sure. メロイは adjective. 沼 is it's noun but used like adjective. 沼る It's a verb. idol VTuber. Why did they watch a VTuber instead of a real person face? I'm not really sure. Maybe they're talentistic. Some of VTuber talks wisely or cutely or good at talking. Maybe not because of their appearance. I mean, it depends on the person, I think. Some people like watching VTuber because of their appearance, and some people like watching VTuber because of their talent, like talking or skills of playing video games, or their knowledge, their experience. I guess it seems like they enjoy, I mean, the listeners enjoy listening to their story. 沼 What is 沼 in English? 沼 Marsh Pond Swamp Marsh Like 沼 is simply means marsh, like it's kind of water, but not clear water. And if you get into Numa, you can't stand up. Maybe you cannot find the underground. そこ bottom? Bottom か Maybe you cannot find the bottom, Numa. Then Numaru means like you can't find the bottom. When you find something you feel you like it, you love it, you can't stop loving it. You know what I mean? Let me ask ChatGPT to help. To お前の9度 お前の9度 What do you mean? The screen is frozen. お前の9度ってなんだ Numaru means getting deeply hooked on something and not being able to stop. It's like falling into a rabbit hole. You keep going deeper and deeper. そうね。It's often used on the internet or when we talk about someone. ダニエルさん、こんにちは。こんばんは。Hey guys, I've been teaching Japanese language for how many years? 9 years? Nearly 10 years. So if you guys have any questions about Japanese language or culture, ask me anytime. Feel free to ask me. メロイってなんだよ メロイ。Why do we say メロメロ？メロメロ？ Where does メロメロ come from? It's originally, it was like メロメロ. But I'm not really sure why we say メロメロ. メロメロ？メロメロって何？メロメロ completely livestock メロイ irresistibly 何これ irresistibly attractive what does it mean irresistibly irresistibly attractive makes you melt. Melo melo means being totally in love or obsessed with someone. Meloi describes something どこ行った？あ、Meloi describes something that makes you feel that way. なるほど。ChatGPT is always smart. Nuance. Melo melo is more romantic, but it can also be used for pets or your favorite characters. It's not new, it's been around for a while. It sounds more classic and widely understood. Melo melo. I think so. Meloi is modern slang, mostly used by younger people and in fandom culture. It's similar to words like precious or I'm obsessed. It has a melting kind of feeling. Melo is older and about your state. Meloi is newer and Meloi is newer and about what causes that feeling. なるほど。なんて It's chuki slangs. Kind of. 好き chuki. It's kind of disgusting if someone says chuki. Like pretending like a baby or little girl or boy. I'm a little bit lazy with learning new words, acquired vocabulary, so sometimes I prefer watch stream or anime in my languages. メロメロ is for ボアハンコ。あ、そうね、そうそう。メロメロメロ。Someone said chuki to me. Oh, it's... I'm not really sure though. In my opinion, it's kind of disgusting. Like, if someone says chuki, maybe they're pretending like a little child. 選挙ね、選挙。Let's talk about 選挙。You know, I'm not a good teacher in teaching slangs. I'm sure you can learn many modern, real phrases or words if you ask that to younger people, younger Japanese people. ファイジャルさん、こんにちは。Hi guys, I've been teaching Japanese language for 9 years. If you have any questions about Japanese language or culture, feel free to ask me. なんだっけ？あ、選挙ね。The day before I believe 1 or 2 weeks before the boarding day, we got a kind of ticket from the government. And we bring that ticket to the nearest, usually elementary school. Then we give the ticket to the staff in an elementary school. Not only elementary school though. It's usually elementary school or any spaces held by a government. Sometimes it's inside of any university. Like you bring the ticket which you receive 1 or 2 weeks before the boarding day. And you give the ticket to the staff. Then you get a paper seat. あー、ディスガイさんこんにちは。元気、とても元気。And then you write the name of person who you like or like. ID? いらないと思う。I have never showed my ID, I think. No ID. I believe so. 日本語の勉強してます。Which level are you, ファジャルさん。先生は誰ですか？ What do you mean? わかんない。I believe we don't show ID. Who did you vote for? Do you know if you hear the name of the person? Like, we cannot choose prime minister. Like, Abe-san or who's that? Takaichi Sanae. Like, I believe that in the US you can choose the not prime minister. Who's that? President? Or do you say president? Oh, how do you call that person? Like Donald Trump or like Biden, Joe Biden or Barack Obama. President とか。So you can vote, but we cannot. I mean, we can choose the groups which the politicians belong to. そう。 ID? We don't, I believe, because you know, the ticket, the kind of the ticket we receive 1 or 2 weeks before the boarding day shows our name. We choose electors for president and vice president. すごいコンプelectors. What does electors mean? Electors. 選挙人。有権者。なるほど、なるほど。なるほど。副大統領が選挙人にそういうことか。なるほど。That's complicated. なるほどね。It's the same here, but we work with France too, so we can vote for French president. そうなの？ニューカレドニアでフランスのもしよろしければ今日の配信についていくつかもちろんですがいさんいつでもどうぞ。私が答えられる質問ですか？ I hope I can explain, I can answer your question. I hope. I wish. それは興味深いですね。学生時代と似たような感覚ですが、今は大学を卒業しようとしています。The interest in this field similar to when I was in school, but now I'm finished. ちょっと待って。投票、I believe we don't have to show our ID. 投票 How do we call that? 投票権 Like we get kind of ticket. I'm gonna show you guys the sample, but there's no sample. 期日前投票。期日前投票。違う。こんなか。期日前、違う。投票案内状。でエレクチャー係かもしれない。何がかもしれない。なんだ。答えられるかもしれない。エレクチャーカレッジは何？ちょっと待って。I don't think I have enough vocabulary to talk about this. アメリカの大統領を選ぶ間接選挙の仕組み、エレクトラルカレッジっていうの？ I thought the word college means like one of the kind of a school, like university, high school, college. We also have a voter registration card, but just our ID card in. 投票案内状。これかな？ I forgot. Which means I sometimes skip that. これかな？いや、違うな。You know, the ticket shows your name. And I believe my birthday too. I don't really remember. 大学じゃありません。さっき読んでいた中でサビ、歌などの聞かせどころの部分という言葉が出てきたんですが、もう少し詳しく教えていただけますか？語源についても気になっています。サビとはもちろん違います。サビで歌って歌ってと言ってた。語源？ I'm not really sure why we call the main part of the song サビ in Japanese. Oh, do you guys have any questions about boarding styles in Japan? 選挙 I don't think I can explain in English though. How do they know not someone else took your ticket? Nobody knows. You know, so we can pretend. Yeah, you're right. That's a problem. So we have to change. So many people say that we have to make the newer system, which nobody can pretend someone else. トゥイさんこんにちは。ラジュガプタさん、ラジュさん。Thank you so much for joining my live streaming, and you can ask me anytime. Hi guys, I've been teaching Japanese language for 9 years. If you have any questions about Japanese language or culture, feel free to ask me. So, that's why we have to stop boarding by paper with papers. We have to stop it. But you know, Japan is kind of high trusted society. That's why it works. It doesn't really work though, I think. サビ？そう、なんだっけ。What's サビ of songs? 사비ね。Let me ask a good teacher why we start calling that サビ。When every time I go to school, my school is always strict to the point we have to have our student ID. How to say that you are so much beautiful in Japanese? It depends. It depends on the relationship between you and that person. Can you tell me more like specific, like more detailed? It depends. If you wanna say you beautiful in office, it could be rude. It depends. If you meet someone as a friend, you can say you're beautiful. But if you meet any beautiful person in an office and if you say you're beautiful, it depends. It depends on the situation though. It could be rude. So can you tell me the situation and the relationship between you and that person? You know, it's complicated. I think you don't get it. I was saying it as a compliment to you. Me? ありがとう。ありがとう、ありがとう。サビ。So, why do we say サビ? Sabi. There are two stories. 説? How do you say 説? Oh. And you know, I don't really feel happier if someone says, "Oh, Sensei, you are so beautiful. You are so kawaii. You are so pretty, cute." I don't really feel happier. I'll be much happier if someone says like, "You're a good teacher. Your explanation is clear. I understood that clearly," or something like that. I mean, yeah, I don't feel bad if someone says, "Sensei, you're beautiful. Sensei, you are so cute. Sensei, so kawaii." I don't feel bad, but I don't feel happier. 説 opinion, view, view, theory. あ、theory かな。There are two. It is said that there are two theories that we started saying サビ. We say サビ. We call the main part of the song サビ. It's ちょっと待って。How can I explain that in English? How can I explain that? I understand in Japanese, but I cannot explain that in English. 待って。explain 日本語？本当に？日本語でわかる？ I asked ChatGPT to translate it in English. サビ means the chorus, the catchiest, most memorable part of the song. In Japanese, サビ refers to the chorus, the main, most exciting part of the song. The origin isn't completely certain, but one theory is that it comes from a word meaning highlight or standout moment, not the rust meaning of サビ. Even though サビ can also mean rust in Japanese. Rust. I mean R-U-S-T. a different word with a different origin. It's the emotional peak, the part everyone remembers and sings along to. Like, 待って、ちょっと待って。松尾芭蕉のCan you guys see my screen on HelloTalk? There are two popular theories about the origin of sabi. The first one is haiku theory. One theory comes from haiku, which is... Do you guys know haiku? Haiku is like short poem in Japan. It's old styles of haiku. it's this. 俳句はちょっと待って。これ。It's Japanese traditional style of poem. Do I pronounce correctly? The most beautiful and refined part of a poem was called sabi. It originally had a quiet, calm, and elegant feeling, which is a bit different from today's energetic chorus. Energetic chorus. Sabi. Like 寂しい。寂しい means like lonely or 寂しい lonely, lonesome, solitary. What's that? Solitary. Forlorn. I've never heard this word. Forlorn.
Solitary. Deserted.
Deserted. Like 寂しい It's used in this meaning in modern Japanese, but like something feels emotional. 寂しい。こんにちは。サクガプタさん。こんにちは。Thank you so much for joining my live streaming. Hi guys, I've been teaching Japanese language for 9 years. If you have any questions about Japanese language or culture, feel free to ask me. And the second theory is from wasabi, which is from sushi. Another theory comes from wasabi. When you eat wasabi, it hits your nose and your expression suddenly changes. So sabi came to mean the part where the song changes and becomes more exciting. あ、なるほど。So sabi is the part that stands out, either emotionally or dramatically. Does it make sense to you guys? Sabi. I don't why these guys love to say that one complement word. Back in the 1960s or 90s, it was alright But we have to be careful how we compliment somebody these days. Oh, which one? Which one? なるほどね。This guy さん、わかった？ Does it make sense to you? Like, お、なんだ？ I wasn't really sure the origin of the word sabi though. In modern Japanese, we say sabi, the part, the most exciting part of the song or most well-known part of the song. Sabi. 待って。Can you guys see my screen on HelloTalk? Does it make sense to you guys? Like we say A メロ、B メロへのサビ。あ、イントロもあるか。Introduction、イントロ。and melody A、A メロ。melody B、B メロ。and サビ。というとサビの語源ははっきりとは分かっていないということですか？だからこそいろいろな説によって意味を自分なりに捉える。あ、そうそうそう。サビの意味ははっきりしてますけど語源がはっきりしてないみたいです。あ、マミさん久しぶり。こんにちは。Can we learn or just understand the accent of Japanese as a basic learners from anime or Japanese movies? I mean that's and be a way to get familiar with accent. If you wanna pronounce any Japanese words or phrases like a Japanese native speaker, I would recommend you to use Japanese pitch accent dictionary, which is NHK アクセント辞典。辞典 means dictionary. So you can find any words and it shows you the correct, accurate pitch accent of each word. But if you don't really want to study like that, yes, you're right. You can get used to catch the correct accent, pitch accent by listening to real Japanese again and again. It's dictionary, so you know, you can't memorize everything. Even I sometimes search to check to make sure the correct accent. I was born and raised in near Tokyo, and I'm currently living in Tokyo, so I believe I don't really have dialect. I believe I speak Tokyo standard Japanese. I hope. But the languages are changing every day, including Japanese. sometimes we pronounce words differently. なんだっけどこ行った Where are we? I think for me, I just say the word cool to a female. I fortunately abandoned the word beautiful to the context. I say certain words without getting in trouble. Is Kansai dialect down pitch or pitch up? I also noticed when watching they say yeah as this and hen ない。あー、食べない、食べへん。When people in Kansai, including Osaka, speak politely, they speak like ブラブラです、ブラブラます、ブラブラしません、ブラブラないです。Almost same as Tokyo dialect. I mean Tokyo Japanese. When they speak casually, they change. I'm scared to try wasabi. I don't know what is going to I can't eat wasabi. I rewatched yesterday the movie 思い出ポロポロ Do you think they talk real Japanese? I'm sorry, Jisim-san. I watched 思い出ポロポロ when I was little girl. I don't really remember. I'm sorry, Jisim-san. Let me see. Let me check 思い出ポロポロ how they speak. But the era of the story is not 思い出ポロポロ I believe they speak a little not ancient but not a modern Japanese I believe. The story is set in 60 years ago. When is that? 昭和40年代 It's about 60 years ago. So I believe they speak a little differently. 辞典と辞書の違い難しい。I searched. I learned before. I forgot. Let me check it. JPDP というサイトでは日本語単語に英語の意味、そして肯定アクセントが載っています。JPDP? JPDB Japanese Dictionary and Spaced Repetition System へえほんとだI've heard the beach accent is different, but I don't even notice a difference. If you try to learn Japanese pitch accent, you will hate Japanese. I'm sure you will. 待って、例えば、こんにちは。こんにちは。おお。あ、なるほど。I'm sorry. It should be English. Interjection usually written in kana. Hello, good day, good afternoon. Ha is pronounced as wa used during daytime. こんにちは。あ、間違えた。 キシコからこんにちは。Greetings from Mexico。妹はこんにちはとは言わなかった。My younger sister didn't say hello。こんにちはこちらで。おー。It's good. It doesn't sound like AI. Oh, なんて言う ?You? It should be い。It should be い。言うんですか ?Even we pronounce as you in casual speaking. We pronounce that you, but it should be, I mean, this hiragana should be い。And it should be a circle. It can't be the point. It should be a small circle. こんにちは is just phrase, one phrase. Like, this is correct. こんにちは。This is correct. I don't think this is correct. I feel like 90% of these phrases, I mean, on this side, you can check the pitch accent for free, and then it shows correct pitch accent and intonation almost maybe 80 to 90% of these one are correct, but there's some sentences that is not correct, like sounds like robot AI. But I think it's pretty good. Being from the origin can be useful, like the surrounding is always in the voice of the language, but for people like me who don't even know who to even start, that movie helps a lot. It's like that in manga where you so in manga you we use that and we write it down like that, you in casual, but here it should be e because it's for people who learn Japanese, and it should be like textbook Japanese. 単位ページでグラフがグラフ I sometimes use Japanese dictionary apps and a website, and it's been a while using them. なるほど。I may need to get work using the Japanese dictionary app. 辞典と辞書の違いなんだっけ？待って。辞典、辞書。When we say like, can I use dictionary, or do you have any dictionary, or is it okay to use dictionary? We say 辞書 but when they decide the title of the dictionary, they tend to use blah blah 辞書。 辞書と辞典はただいい説明ないかな。大きい。ないな。そう。We don't say ブラブラ辞書。When we wanna say simply dictionary. Dictionary. Is that RY? LY? RY? Is that RY? And when we use 辞典, it's usually blah blah. 辞典. Dictionary of or dictionary for which one it should be. Konna? Almost same. I use Yomitan, but I don't know if it has a website. Yomitan. I also watch my YouTube videos about my cartoons and animated films. I made and put subtitles on them, and one of them are in fully Japanese, so I watched them over and over. Oh, you told me that yesterday. Yomitan. これYomitan, a smarter way to... What's that? Listen? Yomitan is powerful. いろんな言語でできるってことか。Yomitan is a powerful free browser extension used by 100,000 over 100,000 learners. 10万人すご。Get instant dictionary, lookups, native audio, and Anki integration right where you read. なるほど。ほー。なるほど。So you can use it when watching any website with Google Chrome. That's good. Let me sign up and then let me check the accent. Chrome. Add to Google Chrome. One of my Japanese friends did say it makes mistakes sometimes. I think so. NHK アクセント辞典 NHK アクセント辞典 is always correct. I mean, it's even native Japanese speaker use that. It's always correct. You can trust it, but it's not free. You have to pay. I forgot the price though. You have to pay to get it. 言語 これを読みたん。Oh, how can I use this? Oh, how can I use this? I add it, but I am not really sure how to use 読みたん。Oh, how can I use this? Double click on word and search. あー、なるほど。あ、こうか。Look up 読みたん。あ、ん Doesn't work? No dictionary enabled. Oh, I have to connect to something? あ、これか。Enable support. なるほど。なるほど。I have to install dictionary. 待って。ちょっと待って。これをhow can I do that? How? I'm using Japan Dict website. You can even draw kanji you don't know how to pronounce. Japan Dict. 待って、これどうしたらいいの？難しい。You must download and import the dictionaries you wish to use in order to enable your mind. Let me read it in 日本語。読みた。translator doesn't really work. What's 読み谷語。なるほどね。It's so strange. 待って、何？僕からもう一問質問させていただけると幸いです。天津み、ね、ちょっと待って、天津三日星が宿る。ちょっと待って、何それ？ちょっと待って。天津三日星が宿る石を午前に姫ミカサ、何これ？なんて読むの？なんて読むの？なんて読むの？ How can I read this 漢字？何の舞は続いている。この文脈では石は天津三日星神社のご神体のことを指していると思うのですが、ここでは午前かな？午前久崎って何？久崎の前はつって久崎って読むの？これ榊みたいな読み方。女の子の名前久崎って読むの？これすごっ。久崎 My goodness。午前だね、午前。I have no idea what it says in other parts, but I'm sure 午前 This is 午前。 when we say in front of someone, ブラブラの前 like in front of, which means in front of, in front of ブラブラの前 so we say just ブラブラの前 even in front of your boss, president. The situation we use 午前 is in front of the emperor or the family member of emperor, royal family, king, queen, someone much higher, highest position, not even like prime minister, president. You don't have to say 午前 in front of emperor, royal family. People say 午前 sometimes. 見前は言わ見前 I'm not really sure. わかんない。見前 I've never heard. I have over 10 kinds of Japanese dictionary in my iPhone, and only 2 dictionaries of them has the word mimae, and it says that mimae means in front of a god or like someone loyal. I've never heard mimae. I think 午前 is more common in this situation, in this context. I believe so. Does it make sense to you? あれかな画面が待って、なんて言った？ジェセムさん、ジャパンディクト？ジャパンディクト。Japanese Dictionary, Japan Dict。こんにちは。Regular reading。ああ。おWow. It's incorrect. 漢字お We don't use 漢字 for こんにちは。なるほど。なるほど。It's strange. お We don't use 漢字 for おはよう。あ、It's natural. Holy Grace for the Lord. 神聖なものの前に置かれているので、ご神体に向かっている文脈から見前が。なるほどね。それはあるかも。神様だからね。確かに。すごい難しいもの読んでますね。Oh, this is natural. We don't use 漢字 for おはようございます。じゃあ、配信。Does it say the last sound? It sounds like 廃止。There's no I mean, can you guys hear the sound of I like this one. Distribution of information, news, literature, broadcast, delivery, transmission, streaming over the internet. I can't hear. Okay. I'm sorry. これかな？で、ブラウザ。これか。
配信。配信。
I didn't realize how clear Tokyo standard Japanese was until I heard Kansai and Fukuoka Japanese and almost cried. I mean, it depends on the person, I think. Some of people in Tokyo speak unclearly. If you talk about me, like my speaking style is much clearer than other Japanese people because I'm a teacher. I think it's kind of my habit. I have been teaching Japanese language to foreigners for 9 years, so I can't change my speaking styles even when I'm talking to like native Japanese speakers, like my friends, my family. I always speak clearly because of my job. I mean, what I want to tell you is even people in Osaka, Kansai, they speak clearly, I think. It almost sounds like some Japanese speakers aren't really saying words, just making sounds. おいしいやつナンバー。あ、いいね。なるほど。配信。So, do you guys have any other questions? Hi guys, I've been teaching Japanese language for 9 years. If you have any questions about Japanese language or culture, feel free to ask me. Tools to learn pitch, accent, accent. Oh, is my spelling correct? じゃないじゃねえ、言う、ほざく、こと、こったはまだ標準語として考えられますか？標準語ではないけど、東京の日本語ではあると思う。標準語 is like standard Japanese. I believe that is, I believe Japanese 標準語 is like Japanese that can be used in news, broadcasting, or textbook. ブラブラです、ブラブラます。So I don't really think this is 標準語 because it's to laugh expression. We never say じゃねえ、ほざく、ブラブラこった to someone in formal situation. じゃねえ、でも、ほざく。でも、We know that and some people use that in Tokyo. I guess that's because of anime. But I'm not really sure where they come from. おざく。Oh, it's from Edo era. ほざくじゃねえ。It's kind of slang. スラングだね。何したこった嫌なこった What is the difference between くせに and のにalmost same. のに is のに is used formally. It can be formal and it can be casual. くせに is always casual. verb のにくせになのに間違えたのくせに You have to put na and a no here. Even you or even he is even like なんだろう例えばでさたくさん食べたのにもうお腹が空きました。I ate a lot in this morning. 間違えた。お腹だ。 ました。And there's more formal expression にもかかわらず。たくさん食べたのに食べたにもかかわらず食べたのにもかかわらず It can be both 食べたにもかかわらず食べたのにもかかわらず食べたくせにSo the differences between them is のにもかかわらずにもかかわらず They are same and they are formal So they are used in office business situation and they are often used when they apologizeブラブラにもかかわらず大変申し訳ございません。ブラブラにもかかわらず誠に申し訳ございません。They are often used when they apologize. Noni is a little bit more casual than the first one and the second one. Meaning's the same. And noni is used in casual, like we can use it when we talk to friends or family, or also inside of the company. We don't really use noni to a customer, client, someone you have to be very polite. But you can use it to your boss sometimes. It depends though. It's a little casual, more casual than first one and second one. But it's still pretty polite. And kuseni is casual. It's used in only casual situation. And I wrote this sentence. 今朝たくさん食べたくせにもうお腹が空きました。But, you know, it's a little different from other ones. This is a little unnatural. もうお腹が空いたんですか？くせに is usually used when we talk about someone else. The statement about anyone else. たくさん食べたくせにもうお腹空いたの？たくさん食べたくせにもうお腹が空いたんですか？ And it sounds a little looking down on someone. That's why it can be used only to friends or family. Close friends. Like you, for example, you stayed in Japan for 5 years, but you cannot speak Japanese fluently. 5年も日本に住んでたくせに日本語話せないの？ Or can You speak Japanese fluently even you stayed in Japan for 5 years. Like that. So the nuance is a little different. And it's looking down on someone. And the meaning is even though I ate a lot in this morning. I ate even though I ate a lot in this morning. Even though I ate a lot in this morning. You ate a lot in this morning. Is it 話せる 話せる just 話せる or should be the particle おは音かな I sometimes practice speaking random words in Japanese but very terrified to practice it with Japanese friends. But definitely want to practice speaking Japanese with them, even if I might some words wrong in each sentence. You don't really have to care. You don't have to like scare. You don't have to be afraid making mistake. They understand and they never think you're rude. They feel just happy if you're learning Japanese. Or like, 日本人なのにわからない。Like, it just happened. You know, this guy-san taught me how to read the kanji, which I have never seen. 日本人なのにわかりませんでした。I'm Japanese, I'm native Japanese speaker, but I didn't know that Japanese word. I didn't even know the pronunciation of 漢字。日本人なのに知らなかった。I didn't know that. 日本人なのにわかりませんでした。日本人のくせにわからないんですか？ Again, it's looking down on someone. You're a native Japanese speaker. You're a native Japanese speaker, so you were born and raised in Japan. And you don't know that? Why? Like, looking down on someone. 日本人のくせにわからないんですか？そのくせに includes the nuance of looking down on someone. But you have to be careful. If you say 日本人なのにわからないんですか？ It's still looking down on that person. So you have to be careful. It depends. It depends on the situation though. のくせに is usually used when someone looking down the person who are in front of the speaker. Make sense? Does it make sense to you guys? くせにのに にもかかわらず。So it depends. 例えば、So the summary is これはこれフォーマルなんだこのペン。あ、これか。It is a formal. And it can be formal. And casual. And くせに casual. And looking down someone. Looking down. 善逸さんこんにちは。Hey guys, I've been teaching Japanese language for 9 years. If you have any questions about Japanese language or culture, feel free to ask me. 不愛想不愛想か愛想がないのどっちかかな。にべもない使わないかな。愛想がないか不愛想。不愛想がない is like not incorrect. It is not incorrect like that. そう、不愛想 or 愛想がない。にべもない小説でしか出てこない。愛想がない、そっけない。にべもなく断られる。にべもなくは使うか。いやでもなんかにべもないis used like adverb. なんて言うんだろう。愛想がないとか不愛想な人は It's the characteristic 性格の話をするときに使います。He is, she is 不愛想。He's 愛想がない。He's 不愛想です。あの人は不愛想ですね。あの人は愛想がないですね。When we talk about someone's characteristic, he's that person. And にべもない the meanings are almost same. Like he or she isn't smiling. He's a cool person, not kind, not nice. 不愛想 unsociability なるほど unsociability he's a cold person he's unsociable ねにべもないは、like にべもなく断る to reject someone's opinion or to reject someone's asking when you ask someone politely but they reject that にべもなく断る like it is used to explain the action 就職するmodify か So it is often used to modify a verb the action にべもないにべもなくそうにべもなくブラブラブラはよく使うよくじゃないけどわかんないにべもないにべもないわかんないにべもないでもどっちもあまり使わないですけど会話では使わない We don't really use that in general speaking Oh, I don't use. I am not really sure though. I don't use that. And then, like, にべもなく blah 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 is like to answer someone without smiling. Oh no, I can't. Like that. Like when someone ask me excuse me can you help me can you tell me blah 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 and then I answer no I can't I don't have time to help you that's にべもなく断る if the normal general Japanese person is in front of you like they will say like oh I'm sorry I don't have time to help I'm sorry I'm really sorry about that hope you that's opposite of にべもなく blah 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 サジポンさんこんにちはなんて Beck has been killing me is it the same as ためにそうねするべくためにalmost same as to do something but big is a little bit more stronger than ためにlike almost same slightly stronger than ために you have to do that almost same is になります to become it depends where did you hear that サジポンさんDoes it make sense to you? This guy さん大丈夫にべもなくを使わないなでも I'm not really sure but in my case in my generation I believe we don't often use that in speaking in casual speaking we see that word in novels but not in daily conversation, even in office. I think that's because we don't behave 不愛想 unsocial. That's one of the reasons why we don't use にべもなく. It's really rude. Almost nobody do that in Japanese society. I guess. そうになりますis to become になそう if someone behave にべもなく blah 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 it's much bigger problem. It's big problem. You know, people can't accept that. そうになりますね。になります。なんだになります。We use that になります。になりました。We usually use that to become something to be 20歳になりました。I turned to be 20 years old. 日本語の先生になります。日本語の先生になりたいです。I wanna be a Japanese language teacher. 日本語の先生になりたいです。I became a Japanese language teacher. 日本語の先生になりました。何？ I wanna be a king of pirates. 海賊王に俺はなる。海賊王になります。I'm gonna be the king of pirates. 海賊王になります。But sometimes you hear that native Japanese speaker says ブラブラになります when they serve dishes in a restaurant. Especially younger people use that. This is your dish. こちらサラダになります。こちらスープになります。It's incorrect. It's incorrect, but many young people use that. I don't know why though. They are not used to using keigo, the polite expression, and they try to be polite. They try to speak politely, and they start using instead of こちらはブラブラでございます。This is ブラブラ。こちらはブラブラでございます。This is the right way to say this is ブラブラ。politely こちらはブラブラでございます。And they say こちらはブラブラになります。You will often hear that, but it's incorrect. That's the most common way to use になります。になる。になりました。Does it make sense to you?画面が大丈夫しもしもは何もしもししもしも何しもしもSo, do you guys have any other questions about Japanese language or culture? Can you guys see my clock here? Can you see this? It's 2 p.m. in Japan time. I usually go on live stream from 12 p.m. in Japan time. I usually go on live stream from 12 p.m. in Japan time. Now it's 2 p.m. in Japan time. もしもし It's here in a phone call. そうそう Only in phone call. もしもし is used only in phone call. Writing essay in Japanese should be using さらにまたそしてEverything is correct. さらにまたそして when you wanna add something and then additionally something like that. だから is a little casual. だから is not used in thesis. I've known Kana so good Recently, it just feels normal. おお That's good. だからは使わないかな。うん。If you are writing essay like in formal style, it's not natural using だから。かな。そのためとか。Therefore、therefore だっけ therefore there あ、そう therefore をそうそれで従ってそのためあとなんだろうそんな感じのそれでdepends on the context それで sometimes you can use them not common though それにa little casual sounds a little casual それでIt depends on the context. I've heard words from China are formal, but native Japanese ones are informal. Am I correct? Not always.例えば for example, I have headache. 頭が痛いです。頭が痛いです。頭 head 痛いです。painful. My head is painful. 頭が痛いです。It's Japanese origin words. And it sounds a little casual. And if you say 頭痛がします頭痛がします It's Chinese origin words 頭が痛いです頭痛がします The second one sounds more formal It's not always, but it happened. 頭が痛いです。And they are both mean I have a headache. My head is painful. My head is painful. 頭痛い。頭痛 headache. I always forgot to write in that form あ、そうねcorrect 漢字 when typing Don't worry Many Japanese people make mistake when typing Japanese Don't worry So It's 2 p.m. right now it's 2 p.m. in Japan time. I usually go on live stream from 12 p.m. in Japan time. And I'll be back tomorrow 12 p.m. I'll be back tomorrow. If you guys have any questions about Japanese language or culture, you can ask me in the tomorrow live stream. How did you know by Nara? It's an old one. My father used to use that. My father says that. You must be maybe almost 60 years old. My father is 58. How old is he? He was born in 1967. He's gonna be 59 this year. He's now 58. So, Maui-san must be 58 years old. ありがとう、ありがとう、ありがとうございました。Thank you so much for joining my live streaming. Thank you so much. And see you tomorrow. またね。バイバイ。